Welcome back to the Screensavers. If you've ever done any bidding on auction sites like eBay, you probably run across the phenomenon of sniping. It's somebody placing a bid at the last second that wins the auction because it leaves no time for reaction. And if an auction's going fast and furious, getting that last second high bid in is one way to steal the auction away. Our next guest, David Eccles, is a man who has created a business sniping.
That's correct.
Making it easier to snipe. David, welcome. So did you start as a programmer or did you start as an eBay user?
As an eBay user.
So this is kind of a second career.
As a seller, yeah.
You just found this career out by accident.
Well, buying things for yourself to sell.
Right.
Sniping was already there.
Is this really common? People do this all the time?
Oh, yeah.
So it's in the last, what, 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds of the auction?
10 seconds. Some actually take it down with their cable connected down to 2 seconds.
Really? Wow, they're waiting and just press. So how do you fight this off? You use some software to do this, huh?
Yes.
And you created it initially in JavaScript and HTML?
Right.
And now you've got a Visual Basic version?
Right. Would
you show us your software?
Sure.
It's called Cricket Junior, and it's a shareware program. You can try this for 15 days for free. And then I think you already got it open, don't you?
Yeah, but I got the betas also in here.
Oh, all right. So this is, which version are we seeing? The current one?
This is the current one.
3.0.
Mm-hmm.
And show me how you would do an auction. We found an auction for, and this is for Jessica, for a T-shirt that says "Got Mullet," and we've entered in the auction number there, right?
Right there.
All right. Now show me how I would snipe.
You just click that new button. It goes to eBay. It gathers the data. Everything you need, auction in time.
Now, I would imagine the time is critical because if eBay's clock is different from mine, I'm not going to snipe at the right time. How do you reconcile the two clocks?
We do an atomic sync, which it will do here.
You go to the National Institutes for Standards and Time, and you get the.
We just did
it's
sync,
syncing.
right?
So now your time is exactly right.
And then we compared it to eBay time,
which is, by the way, 1 second slower.
Right. And plus or minus a second.
Okay.
For rounding.
So, so you do want to have the same time as eBay, not necessarily the accurate time, but the same time.
Within
as
a second or two.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Now what do you do?
Well, you have a safety margin here that the program remembers what's default,
okay.
And we use a 10-second default. So what that means is that this program is going to send in the bid around 10 seconds before that auction ends.
Just to add a little slop in case.
Right. Well, it will measure delay during a countdown period, and will add the delay.
You put every bell and whistle as possible. Were you a programmer before you did this?
No.
You just learned this all doing it?
Books. Right?
That's great. That's really cool. So it's going to figure out the delay. You set the date of it and everything.
Yeah, well, this one's set for tomorrow.
That's when the auction closes, obviously. All right. You could set today, but that wouldn't really be sniping. You need to set it for the time the auction closes,
right.
Obviously.
Well,
now, how does eBay feel about sniping, just off?
It's not something they
encourage.
Yeah. When somebody complains about sniping or talks about sniping, they always want to do it the way they want you to do it.
Don't snipe, but it's not illegal. How could they even know that you were sniping? Although I guess, well, they wouldn't know it's a program, that you were using a program to snipe.
Well, they can tell this one is doing it because through headers it identifies itself.
You do that on purpose?
Yes.
Because you want to be a good boy.
Yeah, it's.
Now, I understand your wife had something to do with the creation of this program. Is that true?
Copper. She likes to buy copper.
She buys copper, and you're helping her buy copper.
Well, I have to test the program, of course.
So you buy and she buys. What do you buy?
Well, hunting, fishing type stuff.
That's great. Where can people get Cricket Junior?
Off my website, cricketsniper.com. They can also bid on it on eBay.
You could. Yeah. Oh, you could. Yeah, you don't have to buy it for the full price. You can make a bid.
Yeah, you can get a couple bucks cheaper on eBay. Patty Hopper 1 is the seller.
That's great.
Distributes the program on it.
Hey, Dave, it's really great to meet you. It's neat to see somebody take a hobby, get inspired to do it better, and find a way to do it better on the computer using Visual Basic. That's very cool. Yeah. Congratulations. Cricket Junior. A neat idea. And by the way, it's okay to snipe. Just the high bidder always wins anyway, right?
Right. That's right.
Right. David Eccles is the owner of Eccles Enterprises and the author of that automated sniping software, Cricket Junior. You go to those screensavers.com for David's full write-up on how he got involved in sniping, how to do it, and how his program works and all that stuff.